What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blood on the Razor Wire TV, where you already know we're going to bring it to you real and we're going to bring it to you raw. Hit that subscribe button. We promise not to disappoint you. Hit that like button, share the video, and make sure you leave a comment. I know you're looking at the thumbnail and like, what? Hold up. Did I read that right? You read it right. This ain't an episode of Girls Gone Wild. This is like an episode of Jails Gone Wild. Today, we're going to go into the Arkansas County Jail where this incident happened. We're going to talk about some of the things that happened in Cook County Jail. We'll talk about some things that happened in my own county jail. And we'll also talk about New Orleans, man, Louisiana. Sure, some of you might have heard the story where these cats are in there shooting dice, toting pistols, drinking tall boys, other dudes getting high. And I'm just like, what happened here? But anyway, we're going to talk about what happened the other night because this came across my news feed. And I'm like, wow. And when I seen that, I started thinking about the things that happened in my county jail in 1995 where this kid gets arrested. The cops pat him down. They don't find nothing on him. They put him in the back of the police cruiser, cuff him up, take him to the county jail. They run him through the county jail. He's at the desk talking to the deputies. They're booking him, fingerprinting him. He pulls out a gun. When he pulls out a gun, I'm sure the cops are like, hold up. They're like, you want to play a little wall ball? I'm just joking. But anyway, kid pulls out a gun, man, and he shoots himself in the head. And he dies right there in the county jail. And I remember seeing the bullet holes in the door in the old central booking where this kid had just popped himself. And actually, I was in the county jail at the time when this happened. So it was a wild, wild thing. But dudes do bring guns into the jail. People are thinking, like, how do they get them in there? Most of the time, cats probably just have them tucked in their waistband. The cop didn't catch it. They're probably like, ooh. And we'll talk about what happens in that Chicago Cook County jail, too, where the dude has a gun. He drops it in the garbage can like he's trying to get away with it, right? So usually when you got a gun on you and the cops don't find it, you're probably like, man, I'm doing good. You're not going to pull the gun out and be like, hey, sir, you forgot this, because they're trying to get out of the charge, trying to get out of the way. Like, they don't want a gun charge. But anyway, we're going to go into Arkansas State Prison or county jail, where this 21-year-old correctional officer, a guard, right? He's a cop. He's 21. Got him a little job. He's probably like, damn, man, I'm chilling, man. Got me a good job. This kid gets arrested, 37 years old. Shouldn't say kid. I always use the word kid, right? 37 years old dude gets arrested. Cops pat him down. He's got some drug charges. They handcuff him just like they did with that dude in my county jail in 1995. They handcuff him, probably put him in the police cruiser. Say, all right, buddy, you're going to jail. They drive him to the jail. He gets to the jail. He's up there in central booking. They're probably fingerprinting him, talking to him. He's filling out the paperwork. And they're like, okay, pal, come over here. We're going to take you in this room. We got to strip search you. They go in there to strip search him. Dude knows he's got a gun on him. Maybe there's a tussle. Something happens. The gun goes off. And the next thing you know, this guard's dead. 21 years old. He's not a prisoner, but his blood is left on the razor wire, right? But let's go ahead and read a little bit about it. Arkansas State Police are investigating a shooting that took place Wednesday night inside the bathroom of a jail in Perry County, a rural township located 50 miles west of Little Rock. Little Rock is definitely known for violence, getting busy, guns, gangs, you know it. An officer working at the detention center, 21-year-old Jeremiah Story, was killed during the incident, which occurred as a 37-year-old man was being booked on alleged drug charges following his arrest by county deputies. 37 years old, man, you got a drug charge. You just turned this drug charge, which probably wasn't too much time. You just turn this into probably a first-degree murder beef. Do they got the death penalty down there in Arkansas? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they probably do. They don't play no games down there. The suspect, identified as Roderick Lewis of Little Rock, is accused of shooting Story with a pistol while changing out of his own clothes and into attire issued by the jail at around 10:20 p.m. Just like I said, man, 10:20 p.m., they walk him into that door. All right, sir, take your shirt off. All right, take your socks off. And dude's probably like, damn, I got this pistol. So when the pistol's there, I guarantee you that this is what happened. The kid pulls the pistol. He's probably like, man, he really wants to hide it. The cop grabs for the pistol. Oh, shit, he's got a gun. And the next thing you know, man, his life's over. His story ends there at that county jail, right? An unnamed individual who witnessed the incident disarmed Lewis before he was transferred from the Perry County Jail to the nearby Falkirk County Detention Center. So he shoots this cat. Another cat disarms him, right? Is it another cop? Is it another prisoner? I'm sure there'll be breaking news on this. The Perry County Sheriff's Office called state law enforcement after the shooting, and special agents were then dispatched to the jail. So they're in there. They're investigating a homicide. This cat's probably hit, man. He's definitely probably This is it, man. They're going to probably put his lights out. They're going to teach him a lesson, right? And the whole gun thing, man, dudes coming into jail with guns. Are you serious? Sometimes they come in with guns. Sometimes dudes make guns. As crazy as that might sound. You think dudes can make a gun, man, and shoot you in jail? Is it possible? I heard stories about this, right? When I was in prison, like dudes made zip guns and all of this stuff. But let's take a look at this, right? One prisoner, Adrian Hernandez, 22 of Manhattan, was hit in the back of the leg, and the other, Andrew Jones, 24 of the Bronx, was hit in the stomach by what investigators believe was a single small caliber bullet. Both prisoners were shot with a homemade gun inside a jail on Rikers Island. Rikers Island, definitely a dangerous place. The bullet was fired from a crude 5-inch metal tube known as a pen gun, which was recovered by guards. Investigators believe the third inmate fired the gun in a stairwell as the two prisoners were returning to their cells from a clinic, he said. Returning from the clinic, they probably had to reverse that thing, send them boys back to the clinic. 10-4, we got 2 down. What the? 2 dudes shot. I'm going to tell you right now, man. I've never been in jail with dudes that had a gun. But if they had a gun, man, I'd be like, hey, man, it's all good, man. I'm not looking for no issues on me. What, you want my tray? I don't like chicken anyway. You can have it. Why not? Definitely not looking for no trouble from them cats, right? Especially people with guns. Investigators believe that a third inmate fired the gun in a stairwell, but no one was arrested. It was the first time in several years that an inmate had shot another inmate in the city's correctional system. The 2 prisoners were taken to Elmer's Hospital, where they were in stable condition. They didn't die, but these cats are shooting, man. These cats are definitely going to take you out, man. And what we were just talking about, man, we'll go inside this Chicago. We're going to go inside this little Chicago jail, right? The county jail, Cook County Jail. Shouldn't say little. A crime suspect managed to smuggle a loaded handgun into Cook County Jail after Chicago police officers and then jail officers missed the weapon in at least 2 separate searches, according to an investigation into the origins of the gun. So everybody's checking this cat out. They're patting him down. They're searching him. He's probably like, damn, got away the first time. And he's thinking, I got to get rid of this gun. How the hell am I going to get rid of this joint, man? I'm not looking for no gun charge. You know, I'm in here on some bullshit, but I got a gun on me. They find that, man. Might end up with an 18 U.S.C. 922G over in federal court. Possession of a firearm by a felon, right? The inmate who later pled guilty to possessing the tiny handgun, Quentin Jones, had the weapon hidden in his pants for more than 90 minutes at the jail. And after he ditched it in a garbage can, nearly 2 days elapsed before the weapon was discovered. He throws this joint in a garbage can. And for 2 days, no one knows it's there. What do? Go through the garbage and then run the tape back? Somebody was doing some super investigating, right? According to records from a Cook County Sheriff's Office investigation newly obtained by the Tribune through the Freedom of Information Act. So they went and got this information, man. You know, that FOIA request is a bad mamma jamma, Freedom of Information. In response to the 2017 incident, officials altered their intake procedures to lessen the wait time before detainees are body scanned. But sheriff officials said no correctional officers were disciplined for missing the weapon because they followed their protocols. They followed their protocols. Do they pat these cats down? I mean, seriously. Are you patting these jokers down? Exactly how the gun got into Jones' hands remains somewhat mysterious. He told investigators that he happened to end up in a Chicago police lockup the previous day at the same time as his nephew, Trayvon Jones, following their 2 separate arrests, and then Trayvon gave him the gun. Come on, Monk. You gonna do that to old Trayvon? But Trayvon Jones denied knowing anything about the weapon, the records show. So Trayvon was probably like, Unc's lying to you. I ain't had no gun. Man, why you lying, huh? Shit, it ain't my gun. I ain't finna go down for that thing. Somebody's going down. And he definitely did. What is known is that Quentin Jones was arrested on August 12, 2017 in the Old Town neighborhood after Chicago police allegedly saw him beating a man and discovered he had an outstanding warrant. Trayvon Jones was arrested later that night a couple of blocks away after officers learned he had an outstanding gun warrant. Both were in Chicago police custody until the next morning when they were moved to the Cook County Jail. It was there that Quentin Jones dropped the gun into a garbage can just before he had walked through a body scan machine that would presumably have detected the weapon. The records show that happened more than an hour and a half after he arrived and underwent a routine pat-down that failed to turn up the weapon. Now, I've been through them pat-downs. You've been to jail. You've been through them pat-downs, man. You get the right cop, man. He goes all the way up the leg, man. He starts hitting the... Yeah, he starts hitting that... And they don't find this gun. He spent that time in a holding area with other detainees. So he's laid up in there. He's got the pistol on him, right? He's got this little 22 on him, a Kel-Tec P32. He's just laying up in the cell, man. Dudes are in there. He's probably like, man, ain't no one taking my trade today. They don't even know what I got for them. Go ahead and try me. Go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to show you what time it is, man. After the security breach was discovered 2 days later, Chicago police and the Cook County Sheriff's Office, which operates the jail, each opened investigations. Quentin Jones, then 25, told county investigators that Trayvon Jones, then 22, gave him the Kel-Tec P-32, a compact pistol only about 5 inches long and praised on gun review sites as highly concealable. During the ride from the city lockup to county jail, according to records of the sheriff's investigation, Quentin Jones and his nephew told him police hadn't searched him, though officials said both men were searched at the city lockup. But in interviews with county investigators, Trayvon Jones denied he had the gun at all. Trayvon stated he didn't know what CPT did and Quentin is his own problem. According to the investigators, man, ain't mine. I don't know what he's talking about. And he ain't possessed no weapon. He stated the piece was Quentin's and denies ever possessing the weapon. Picture of it right there in the garbage can, like, damn. In fact, both men were searched at the Chicago police lockup according to the sheriff's investigative records. Of course they searched them according to the records. Of course we did. We're not letting them guys get in here. We did it. But I mean, this is just how this stuff goes, man. Cats get guns in prison. And now we're going to go into Louisiana, man. We'll take a look, man. We'll take a look at some of the video and we'll talk about it, man. On shaky, grainy video recordings, a group of men show off stash of pills, pop open Budweiser tall boys, and shoot dice for stacks of cash. One injects what appears to be that dog food. Another displays a large caliber pistol, ejecting 4 bullets from the chamber to show that it's loaded. Hell no. Could you imagine being in the jail, man, and dude's got a gun? He's like, yeah, what's up? Yo. I'm like, yo. This is just my iPhone for YouTube purposes. The scenes were captured in 2009 on a camera smuggled into the House of Detention in New Orleans, a decrepit lockup pressed back into the service area after Hurricane Katrina. So after the hurricane, they're like, damn, man, jails are hard to come by. Everything's messed up. We got to open up this little parish jail over here. Let's go. A real gun in jail. Could you imagine that? Imagine if you got in an argument with these cats. I'm not trying to argue with nobody, man. I got no problems with no one. The scenes were captured on that phone. The videos released during a federal court hearing this week sparked a new demand by the city's mayor for the federal government to take over the Orleans Parish prison system and a round of I told you so's by advocates for the inmates held there. People are like, man, I told you, man, that place is a dangerous, dangerous place, man. Dangerous, dangerous place. And I'm going to tell you about a place that I've spoken about before, Youngstown, Ohio. There wasn't no guns in there, but I can certainly tell you this, man. When I was there, it was like being in the hood, man. Dudes were out there playing dice, drinking. You already know. The police, the staff, they're bringing in that pack, man. They're bringing in whatever dudes want. And perhaps it's possible they could have brought one of them in. But I never seen one. But it was definitely an environment that seems a little bit like the environment that we're looking at here, right? A gun in jail. How dangerous is that? You think about it. How would you like to be in a jail where cats are toting guns? Man, this dude's like on camera, like, dude, do you really not realize that this thing might end up in the hands of the wrong people? I'm not just talking about the pistola. I'm talking about the camera. Like, you're on camera, dude. Like, there's no way out of that, man. There's no way out of that. Cats are in there shooting dice, man. They think they're on the street. Imagine if there's how many people you seen on the street, man, get shot, man, get killed, gambling out there on the block, people losing their money, people getting their feelings. I wonder if any of these dudes were getting in their feelings. And these cats weren't shooting dice for soups. They weren't shooting dice for ramen noodles, beef summer sausages, bags of Moon Lodge chips, or shebangs. Dudes were shooting money for cash, man. Like, yo, what happens if the dude was like, robbing everybody, get on the ground? He's in jail robbing people. Crazy, crazy things, man. When I seen this story, I was just started thinking like, wow, started doing some research. I'd seen the video in New Orleans before. A lot of you have seen it probably. It's definitely a place that, look, I've been in some dangerous places, but I don't want to go there. Definitely didn't want to be in a place like that. Hell no, not me. I don't know about you. Just a little clip today, man. Friday. Look on the Razor Wire TV. Until tomorrow, we're out.